Good morning to you all. Welcome to the discussion on an introduction to projection of solids. These are all different types of solids, say prism, pyramid, cone, cylinder, sphere, etc. Here, the topics we are discussing now are definition of solids, classification of solids, and basic terms used in solids. What do you mean by solid? An object having three dimensions, that is length, breadth, and height, is called as solid. In orthographic projections, minimum of two views are necessary to represent a solid. Front view is used to represent length and height, and top view is used to represent length and breadth. Sometimes the above two views are not sufficient to represent the details, so third view, called as side view, either from right or from left, is necessary. Classification of solids. Solids may be divided into two main groups, that is polyhedra, and second one is solids of revolution. Now we'll see polyhedra. What do you mean by polyhedra? A polyhedra is defined as a solid bounded by planes called faces, which meet in straight lines called edges. A polyhedra is defined as solid bounded by planes called faces, which meet in straight lines called edges. The main classification polyhedral divided into prisms, pyramids. These are all prisms and these are all pyramids. What do you mean by prism? What do you mean by pyramid? That we'll see now. Prism. It is a polyhedra having two equal and similar faces called its ends or bases, parallel to each other and joined by other faces which are rectangles. Here, two equal bases parallel to each other and joined by other faces which are rectangles. That is, here in the case of prism, faces are rectangles. So two bases are joined by rectangular faces, then it is called prism. So it is a triangular prism. So this is the bottom base and this one is the top base. These two bases are joined by faces. This face shape is rectangle. This is the edge of the face and this is the base and this is the axis, and this line is called axis. Axis is nothing but it's the imaginary line joining the centers of the bases is called axis. Axis is nothing but it's the imaginary line joining the centers of the bases of a prism. The imaginary line joining the center of the bases of a prism is called axis. O1, O2 is the axis. Keywords here: rectangular faces, axis, and number of sides of a base. According to shape and number of sides of its base, prism can be classified into following types. Triangular prism, that is, base is a triangular shape. Square prism, base is a square shape. Pentagonal prism, base is a pentagonal shape. Hexagonal prism, base is a hexagonal shape. Pyramid. This is a polyhedra having plane surface as a base and number of triangular faces meet at a point called the vertex or apex. Vertex or apex. Here, all these base corners, we are drawing the edges. All these edges are meeting at a particular point called apex. Apex. So all these edges are joining at a particular point called apex. Here, in the case of pyramid, the face is a triangular shape. Face is a triangular shape, and this is the axis. The imaginary line joining the apex with the center of the base is called the axis of the pyramid. The imaginary line joining the apex as well as center of the base is called the axis. According to the shape of its base and number of sides of the base, pyramid can be subclassified into following types. Triangular pyramid, base is a triangular shape. This is the apex. Square pyramid, base is a square shape. Pentagonal pyramid. Pyramid. Then 5 regular polyhedra. 5 regular polyhedra. It's a tetrahedron. Tetrahedron is nothing but it's having 4 equilateral triangular faces. Cube. 6 equal square faces. 6 equal square faces. Octahedron. 8 equal equilateral triangular faces. 8 equal equilateral triangular faces. Similarly, we have remaining solids of revolution. What do you mean by solids of revolution? When a solid is generated by revolution of a plane figure about a fixed line, that is axis, then such solids are termed as solids of revolution. Three common solids of revolution are as follows: cylinder, cone, and sphere. Solids of revolution. When a solid is generated by revolution of a plane figure about a fixed line, that is axis, then such solids are named as solids of revolution. 3 common solids of revolution are as follows. First one is cylinder, second one is cone, third one is sphere. How we generate the cylinder, cone and sphere, we will see now. This is a cylinder, cone and sphere. Now we'll see in detail about how we'll generate the cylinder, cone and sphere individually. It's a rectangle and this edge is fixed and rotating the remaining plane surface. That is, by fixing the rectangle, one of its edge fixed and rotating the remaining plane surface, the generated surface is called cylinder. This is the axis and this is the rectangle. And this is the base of a cylinder. There is a right regular cylinder is a solid generated by the revolution of rectangle about its vertical side, which remains fixed. Then we'll move towards cone. It's an axis and it is a right angle triangle. Fixing this axis and rotating the remaining plane surface, then the developed surface is called cone. That is, the cone is generated by the revolution of right angle triangle by fixing the straight edge or vertical edge. So this red color one is the right angle triangle and this is the axis and this one is the base. So cone is nothing but a right circular cone is a solid generated by the revolution of a right angle triangle about its vertical side, which remains fixed. Sphere is a solid generated by revolving a semicircle about its diameter fixed. Here this is the diameter of a semicircle and rotating the semicircle by fixing this diameter, then the generated surface is called the sphere. So by fixing this diameter and rotating the semicircle, then the generated surface is called sphere. Important terms used in projection of solids. Edge or generator. Edge. Where we use edge and where we use generator, that we'll see now. Edge. For prisms, edges are the lines separating the rectangular faces from each other. For pyramids, edges are the lines separating the triangular faces from each other. That is, for prisms, edges are the lines separating the rectangular faces from each other. For pyramids, edges are the lines separating the triangular faces from each other. That is, edge is the word used in prisms and pyramids. Then generator. For cylinder, generators are the straight lines joining different points on the circumference of the bases with each other. And for cone, generators are the line joining different points in circumference of the base to the apex. That is, generator is the word used in cylinder and cone, and edge is the word used in prism and pyramid. Keywords: edge. Edge is the term used in prism and pyramid, whereas generate is the term used in cylinder and cone. So here for this prism, this is the edge. Edge separates the faces of a prism, and this is the axis. O1, O2 is the axis, and this is the edge. Even in the case of pyramid, this triangular face is there, no? This is the edge, and this one is the axis. For cylinder, these are all generators. These are all generators, and this is the axis, and this is the base. Even for cone, this is the base, and these are all generators, and this is the axis, and this point is the apex. Apex of solid. For the pyramids, apex is the point where all the edges meet. For the pyramid, apex is the point where all the edges meet. For cone, apex is the point where all the generator edges meet. So here this is the apex. So all these face edges are meeting at a particular point called apex. And in the case of cone, all these generators are meeting at a particular point called apex. At a particular point called apex. So for the pyramids, apex is the point where all the edges meet. For cone, apex is the point where all the generator edges meet. Axis of a solid. For cone and pyramid, axis is the imaginary line joining center of the base to the apex. For cone and pyramid, axis is an imaginary line joining center of the base to the apex. So for this cone, this is the imaginary line joining center of the base to the apex. Center of the base to the apex. For cylinder and prism, axis is an imaginary line joining centers of two ends of the bases. Here, this is the imaginary line which is joining two bases of the prism, which is joining two bases of the prism. Right solid. What do you mean by right solid? A right solid is said to be right solid if its axis is perpendicular to its base. Right solid is nothing but if its axis is perpendicular to its base, then it is called right solid. Here, to this base, this axis is perpendicular, then it is called right solid. Oblique solid. If solid is said to be oblique, if its axis is inclined at an angle other than 90 degrees to its base. In the case of right solid, axis is making an angle 90 degrees to the base, whereas oblique solid, it is making an angle less than or greater than 90 degrees to the base. So here it is not exactly perpendicular to the base. The axis is not exactly perpendicular to the base. Then it is called oblique solid. Regular solid. Regular solid, if all the edges of the base or the ends of the solid are equal in length and form a regular plane figure, then it is called regular solid. In the case of regular solid, the base measurements are same. Base measurement or base side, all base side measurements are same. Even face side measurements are also same. Then it is called regular solid. Frustum of a solid. What do you mean by frustum of a solid? When a pyramid or a cone is cut by a plane parallel to its base, when a pyramid or a cone is cut by a plane parallel to its base, thus removing the top portion, the remaining lower portion is called its frustum. When a pyramid or a cone is cut by a plane parallel to its base, thus removing the top portion, the remaining lower portion is called its frustum. Here, It's a square pyramid is cut in such a that the section plane is parallel to its base, and perpendicular to vertical plane. Here, after removing that, the remaining lower portion is called the frustum. It's a frustum of a pyramid and it is a frustum of a cone. Truncated solid. When a solid is cut by a plane inclined to its base, it is said to be truncated. What do you mean truncated solid? When a solid is cut by a plane inclined to its base, it is said to be truncated. Here, it's a truncated prism. It's a truncated cylinder. Thank you.